Hi guys, this is the lady from the east. Have you ever been greeted by a Korean friend with a "have you eaten?" which is 밥 먹었어요 in Korean, and wondered why they didn't just ask how are you? It might seem strange, but this common Korean greeting has a deep cultural significance. You may have heard of the Korean mukbang culture, which is an online broadcast where people interact with each other to share their food culture. It started in Korea and has become a global trend, even making it into the Oxford English Dictionary in its original Korean language. Basically, if you look at the language expression that Koreans usually use, you can see how much Koreans are serious about food. When a Korean asks, "Have you eaten?" they are not just checking if you're hungry. It's their way of saying, "I care about you." In a society where food is deeply tied to well-being, this question reflects concern for your overall health and happiness. Even after finishing work, Koreans ask their team member, "Have you eaten? Make sure you eat." This is similar to the English expression, "Good job, guys." In addition, there are countless Korean expressions related to food. When expressing gratitude to someone, they say, "Thank you so much, I'll buy your meal." When asking how someone is doing after a long time, they say, "Are you eating well these days?" When they say goodbye, "Let's have a meal sometime." In Korea, when you're busy, you can say, "I don't have time to eat these days." Or when you are tired, you can say, "I don't have an appetite these days." In serious situation, you can scold someone who is not tactful by saying, "Hey, are you having trouble swallowing the food right now?" When things are not going well, you can grumble, "This is all just a matter of having a meal." In situations where you have to choose between two options, you can also say either is porridge or rice. The reason why the expression "have you eaten" is accepted as a greeting in Korea can be found in Korean history, culture, and emotions. Did you know that the world's oldest rice seed was discovered in Chungcheongbuk-do, South Korea? It is not wild rice, but cultivated rice that people settled and farmed 15 years BC ago. This is clear evidence supporting the fact that the origin of East Asia's rice cultivation culture is the Korean peninsula. In Korea, family is also called 식구, which means people who eat together. Korea's history with the rice cultivation dates back thousands of years, and it's something we take great pride in. The entire community often came together to farm, eat, and celebrate, which is why even today, sharing a meal is seen as an expression of togetherness and care. As a result, Korean has long called anyone who sits together and is together 식구, even if they are not blood-related family. When Koreans are working hard with their colleague, they often say, "Let's all eat together." It is important for Korean to share a meal with people who work in the same space and do the same thing. When I lived abroad with my Western friends, I often saw them eating what they are wanted and what time they wanted. When I saw them ordering one whole pizza per person, I was initially shocked by the culture. Most of my friends didn't touch anyone else's food except their own pizza, and they finished their meal or took the leftover home. It was very different from the dining culture of Koreans who order a variety of dishes and share them together, not only at pizza place but also at any other food. Koreans place a deep meaning on sharing a meal. Koreans are a people who have long shared meal together culturally and historically, sharing affection and building a sense of community. Koreans always treat others to a hearty meal when expressing gratitude, and they consider it a great offense to not treat a guest to a meal. Living abroad, I'd often cook Korean food and share it with friends. At first, they were surprised, thinking you are just giving this away. But once they understood, they started to appreciate this gesture as a symbol of friendship. Koreans, who have long been a rice-eating people, suffered extreme poverty during the Japanese colonial period when all rice was confiscated by the Japanese. After liberation, Koreans suffered from hunger during the Korean War that immediately followed. Koreans were so poor that they were often unable to eat their meals on time. Despite this, Koreans never gave up their love for rice. To Koreans, rice means abundant life. Korea, once the poorest country in the world during the Japanese colonial period and the Korean War, has achieved remarkable growth and become an advanced country in less than 50 years. However, Koreans still remember how much they regret and feel the pain of not being able to eat enough on time. That is why Koreans have a particularly strong sense of empathy and compassion for those who do not eat properly. Eating good quality meals at the right time is not only important for our physical health, but also for our emotional stability. When Koreans eat, they experience a warm feeling related to food that is deeply embedded in their heart, and they encounter a feeling of being cared for as they recall the family who sat around the table and ate together with their mothers who prepared the food with care when they were young. In Korea, eating means swallowing warm feelings. So next time you meet a Korean friend, don't be surprised if they ask, "Have you eaten?" It's not just a question, it's a way to say, "I care about you." And if you want to connect on deeper level, try asking them the same. Oh, by the way, have you eaten anything yet? Let me know in the comments.